Going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day today. So before we get into today's video, if you wouldn't mind checking the links down in the description, I stream on Twitch just about every single day at 7:30 p.m. EST. We got my Discord server down there. It's pretty active over there in the general chat and in all the sub channels, people sharing clips all the time and stuff like that. Got my Twitter down there, my TikTok, my Instagram, all that shit. So again, if you wouldn't mind checking those out, I greatly appreciate it. So today I want to talk about the movement in Battlefield 6 because personally, in my opinion, I feel like they shouldn't have really touched it very much from the beta. Obviously, they should have fixed the bugs that were like allowing people to bunny hop across the map and all that crazy shit. But the actual intended movement wasn't all that crazy or anything. It really wasn't at all. Nowhere near anything like Call of Duty. And it felt really, really good. And with the changes they made since the beta, I feel like now there's not enough potential to use the movement in any sort of way to get out of a gunfight or outplay someone in any way. Which some people may be happy about, and I understand that. I don't want anything crazy like Call of Duty either, but I just like when, if I have the reaction time to be able to do so, being able to use stuff like the slide to get out of a gunfight and sort of reset that gunfight and see if I can take it back and win it. And in no way am I advocating for them to increase the movement speed a ton or make the slide as crazy as COD or make the bunny hopping as crazy as COD. I just kind of hope that they do buff the slide a little bit to be able to use that to get out of gunfights a little easier and maybe reduce the penalties from bunny hopping just a bit. I don't want to be able to bunny hop like 4 times in a row, but like 2 hops and I should not have as much sway and everything as I do right now. And I already know a lot of people aren't going to like my opinion on this like at all. I've seen the discourse online and people saying the movement is perfect just the way it is right now and not to touch it. But I'm just putting my opinion out there. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I think every aspect of any game can constantly be improved and iterated on. And I think it's a little facetious to sit back and act like any aspect of the game is 100% perfect. Holy shit, dude. I just said facetious. I bet you didn't think today that you were going to be watching a video by some guy named WackyTobaccy that's saying shit like facetious. And if they don't make any of the changes that I would like to see, it's not going to kill the game for me. I'm still loving it. I'm not going to sit here and act like it'd be the end of the world if they don't do any of these movement tweaks. I'm just throwing my opinion out there and my feedback, and I genuinely think that it would be better for the game and the skill ceiling in general. For example, like in Battlefield 1, they nerfed the fuck out of the slide to the point where now if you go and play it and you use that slide, 10 out of 10 times pretty much, you're going to die just from doing that slide because it's so cumbersome and does not give you any movement at all. That's actually the only problem I really had with Battlefield 1 was that there's no outplay potential with the movement at all. It's so stiff and cumbersome that you can't really do anything to get out of a gunfight or anything. Once you're in that situation, you're either going to win that gunfight or you're fucked. I just don't want this game to end up in that same kind of situation with the movement because I feel like that's what a lot of people want, but it's really not good for the game, especially in the long run. And in no way am I bashing on Battlefield 1. I love that game. That's just about the only issue I have with it, besides the sweet spot mechanic, which they need to fucking remove from this game too. But the movement really was like the worst part of that game, and I love Battlefield 6. I don't want it to end up in that same kind of situation where the movement is just super stiff and cumbersome and doesn't help you really at all. And before anyone says this too, I know Battlefield is supposed to be more grounded and shit than COD, but it's still an arcade shooter. It's not a fucking milsim. Anyone who tells you that Battlefield is a milsim or it's like super realistic or anything like that, they're completely full of shit. It is not. This is an arcade shooter through and through. It is more grounded than a lot of other arcade shooters, but it is not a fucking milsim, bro. Anyone saying that, again, is completely full of shit. I just also find it kind of crazy that people act like we haven't had this kind of shit in Battlefield before. Like, bro, I've been playing Battlefield for over 10 years. We definitely had shit like this in past games. Even just in Battlefield 4, we had the Zuzu jumping and the fucking ADS stabilization jump. Like, these kind of mechanics are not new to the franchise at all. And once again, I'm not asking for anything crazy or anything remotely close to Call of Duty. I just already find myself in a lot of situations where I have the reaction time to get out of a gunfight if I could use the slide and stuff to do that, but you really can't. There are very niche scenarios where you can get away with using the slide to get to cover and shit like that, but it does not happen very often, at least in my experience. Right now, I kind of just agree with Enders on how the movement is. It's kind of just clunky for the sake of being clunky, and It feels good at the same time. It's a little weird, it's clunky, but it feels good at the same time. It's just, I really think we need a little bit more of that outplay potential. And like I already said, in no way is this going to kill the game for me at all. I'm still loving it. I'm still going to play it. It doesn't necessarily absolutely need these changes in order for me to keep playing it. I do think it would go a long way though, and I think it would make the game feel a lot better. I honestly just think they should revert the movement back to how it was in the beta, just without the crazy ass exploits. I still can't believe people used those clips and still are using those clips to try to say the beta movement was busted, bro. Humanity will never cease to amaze me with the stupid shit people are willing to do and say and use out of context in ways that they know aren't accurate to the actual situation. It's insane. Anyways, before I go on a fucking tangent and have an aneurysm, if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. Once again, if you haven't already, check the links down in the description. I stream on Twitch just about every single day. We got the Discord server down there, all my social media, all that kind of shit. Let me know what you guys think about this topic down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? If you don't agree with me, do you just think no changes should be made at all, or do you think there should be different changes made? And if so, let me know what those changes are. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Stay wacky out there. Peace.